Hello, this is the fifth time when I'm trying to record this, and either I'm rambling or either there's something with the take or whatever. Hi, hello, this is Lina. I'm your Psychic Medium, Reiki Master, and Intuitive Coach. And today I want to talk about a dear subject of mine that yesterday appeared in my client's session. So we had yesterday the topic of emotional intelligence and emotional regulation in the program of Meet Yourself, which you're gonna find out everything about the program if you're interested. You're gonna find out on my website, which I'm gonna leave it in description in the description area from YouTube. And as we were talking, there is this sentence that came up from my mouth, and I was like, and my client was like, wow, that's powerful. So the sentence was, don't beat yourself up in the waiting. And this feels so grounded for me right now and so real for me right now. And I know that as a collective, if you're seeing this video, it's also for you, because I 100% believe in energy, and I believe that everything that it's in us, it's also outside of us. If it's love, it's also outside of us. As we are seeing things inside, we are also perceiving things outside. And as a side note, as Dyer used to say, like, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And this sentence, like, don't beat up yourself in the waiting, it's so powerful, because I also wholeheartedly believe in manifestation and believe in all the woo-woo things. And I'm also trying to educate myself to not let myself be also like true woo-woo, but like also grounded in psychology. So kind of like middle way. And then when I channel this sentence, don't beat yourself up in the waiting, it felt so grounded, because what we are waiting, what we are wanting, we want that love, we want those money, we want that situation, we want those dreams to become reality, we want to connect with ourselves more, we want a lots of things. But I feel I'm speaking to a collective here who has been, if you see this video, if you're seeing this video, it's also because you are on a healing journey, and because you're letting go of things that are not serving you, if you're grieving, and not only that, you want to be better for yourself and people around you, and you're looking for guidance. So, and all other reasons you're guided here, as I said, wholeheartedly believe that you're meant to be here. So I'm curious to know, what is your waiting, what is your expectation in the waiting. And I was so impacted by this sentence on don't beat yourself up in the waiting, because we tend to be so harsh on ourselves and have this talk on our hearts, like, you should be like this by now, you should be doing this by now, you should be having this by now. But if it's to use myself as because that's the only proximate example that I have, if it's to use myself, is I came out at 34, I changed my life again at 34. I am original from Romania. I left when I was 21, and then I moved to Paris. I stayed there for 12 years, and then I'm living here in Germany. And it was so guided, it was also intuitive. So when you have the nudge to, I'm gonna kind of like make a mix of relationship between intuition and between having the patience in the waiting and connection with the divinity. So when you have that nudge to do something, when you have that intuition to do something, when your heart is guiding you to do something, listen to it, because you never know when, you never know when things are getting clearer and clearer, or you never know that path where your heart guides you or when your soul guides you. And intuition is a kind of like also taboo. Like, I, especially as women or people who identify themselves as women, it's so kind of like taboo. Like, what I do want to, like, I have this intuition, I have this nudge, I want to do this, but am I safe? Am I secure? Am I going to be hurt? It's okay to be vulnerable. So lots of questions. So in the waiting, what's happening is like you were created, kind of like you're prepared. And my client yesterday, she's an amazing writer and she's writing a book. And I just came up with this sentence like, don't beat yourself up in the waiting. Like you should have been written a lots of pages by now, or you should have already sent that manuscript, or you should have been, already in the timing. But actually everyone has its own timing. That's why I also gave myself as an example. I was like, maybe I should have done these changes 12 years ago and spare myself of 12 years of unknowingness and not knowing who I am or what I want and so on. But all those years also, they had their years of preparation, because you are prepared for your highest purpose. I hope that's clear. I hope the message is kind of like clear what I want to say. If you're now in the waiting period and you were, you have this dream, you want this and you want this relationship, the only action, valuable action at this moment you can do is like to turn inward, is to have the conversation with yourself, what you really, really want. And also to ask yourself, why sometimes I'm my worst enemy? Why sometimes I just kick my own ass if I have not done this, or have not said this, or have not been present there, or I have not had this idea yet? And guys, just let me know, how isn't that this true? Like, we are beating ourselves up so much when we want something, because we have these huge expectations from us, which is totally understandable and reliable, and if not from us, from whom, right? So I'm wondering, how is your waiting right now? Because if it feels lonely, or if it feels like triggering, or if it feels like your mind is going in all direction. I also channel another sentence for the same client in another session, and the sentence was like, be grounded in your own heart. Like, whatever happens outside of you, the most important person is you, and you being grounded in your own heart. It's what I see this image as, the heart being the tree root connected to Mother Earth. So imagining that from your heart there are these roots connecting you with Mother Earth, connecting you with your highest desire, connecting you with your higher self, connecting you with that. I also love to apply the thinking from the end, like as when Dyer again said, like thinking from the end helps you get in the feeling of already having it, and already being there. So as in the waiting, I feel that God, universe, is preparing you to build those roots so deep in yourself and be grounded in yourself, that whatever happens, even in your mind, even outside of you, even with people around you, it's okay, because you are grounded in your own heart, and your own heart is your best anchor. And I don't know what you're going through, I don't know your story, I don't know what has happened, but one thing I do know, and I'm 100% sure, is that whatever you've been going through, you didn't deserve it. You deserve love, you deserve compassion, you deserve care, you deserve hugs, you deserve understanding, you deserve kindness, you deserve peace, you deserve joy, you deserve happiness, you deserve to be loved in your love language. And the first person that needs to give and offer this to you is yourself. So this sentence for me is like life changing. It's, don't beat yourself up in the waiting, because I see, and along my 34 years on this earth, I saw how every worry that I had, or every worry that a person had next to me, it's, yes, it's temporary, but it's also a worry that it's guiding you, like the fear and the worry are your greatest teachers, because it's actually guiding you into what you really want to happen, what you really want to have in your life. So in the waiting, befriend your ego, befriend your fears, befriend your worries, because they are actually showing you where do you want to go. So this is kind of like my intake that I have for you guys. I hope it resonates for you. I'm curious to connect with, I'm curious to hear and eager to connect with you guys. What do you have to say about this waiting area? Because let me tell you, this is temporary, and what I feel for you is that, energetically speaking, so I channel a lot. I work with a lots of people around the globe, and I do psychic readings. And psychic readings meaning the difference between, I'm gonna make a side note, the difference between psychic readings and mediumship readings, it's the energy body you were connecting to do the reading. During a psychic reading, you're connecting with a let's say a real person here in the 3D world, physical body. The aura is like me doing a reading to a friend who is here in this 3D world, and I'm connected to her aura, to her energy, with permission, always with permission, guys. And then the mediumship is connecting with a loved one or a pet or a spirit guide. So a loved one or a pet who passed away, or a spirit guide. But mostly like mediumship is loved one. And as a note, also a loved one in spirit, a person or a pet can be your spirit guide. So that's wrapped up. So this is what I sensed as energy saying today, that in the waiting, don't beat yourself up. And also what I received as a message from one of my dear friends when she did a reading to me was, good things good things happen to those who wait. And this is my word of encouragement today. Good things happen to those who wait. I know you've been tired. I know you've been like ruminating. I know you've been frustrated, angered, but hang in there, because I promise you things are getting better. And also, connect with your support system, talk with people around you, journal, connect with God, go and have walks. And I'm here for you guys. If you also want to book a reading, or if you need a friend, or if you need a word of encouragement, I am here for you. I'm gonna leave in the description box everything about how can you reach out to me. And I also do the sessions in English, in Spanish, French, and Romanian. I'm still learning German, so that's not gonna be possible for the moment. But in these 4 languages, I am available. If you're from Canada, if you're from France, I can do sessions in French, or other countries speaking French speaking, English, of course, Spanish, and Romanian. So don't hesitate, go in my bio. And I also have special offers for Christmas. I have packages, and I'm here to help and be of